So when I interviewed Panchito and Christina, right, we spoke about how back in the days there were very limited roles for Latinos in Hollywood and how movies like Mi Vida Loca and American Me helped pave the way for Latinos to have bigger roles, all Latino cast and just more varied roles, right? How does that make you feel to know that you had a part in that?
I love it. I love it to know that I'm part of that history, and people look up to our films for, and that's one of the films that everybody always talks about. I mean, I just, it's still like mind blowing. It never gets old, just to know that that movie was history and we had a big part of it. Um, I had two other movies that I did. One by Miguel Garcia called Jumped In. We just filmed that one this year, and then another one called A Higher Power with the real Mr.
Mr.
Homicide.
Homicide.
Yeah. So that was cool to be part of. And I remember when we did Jumped In with Miguel Garcia, I told him I'm not a real actress, so I don't know. And it's been so long, like,
That
but
one's out
thank
right
God.
now?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, we just did the filming this year, but it's I remember when we were filming, I told the actors that were there, because they're students, right? So they all go to acting school. They all know how to act, so they're coaching me while while they're filming, they're coaching me while it's my turn, and then they're like, just calm down, just breathe, like make pretend I'm your homeboy. So I had just to manipulate my mind and play, pretend they're like somebody that I grew up with or somebody that I knew. But it was a trip to do filming again, like that, and this time be sober.
Before you said that you were not sober when you were showing up
I would show up high on the set.
so that would have been more like trippy for you, right?
Yeah, I was stuck. I couldn't talk, and that's why they're like, just keep her as an extra. I'm like, please.
Because you outside of that, didn't you shoot like I think for Benvenidos too? Right? I think that's what it shows on IMDb on your thing. Maybe
Yeah,
IMDb is wrong, probably. Yeah.
yeah, it's probably wrong.
Yeah. Because it doesn't it's not always right.
Yeah,
So Mi Vida Loca also just did so much, not just for Latinos, but for women specifically. Because, it's always like women are at the bottom, like race will supersede that, right? And then, like, and men at the top. So, how do you feel about what it did for women specifically?
I think it really opened the door, especially Latina actors, right? I I was I didn't know it at the time, but now, and where I'm at now and the people that I've met, just to see what it's done for a lot of Latino actors, Latina actors, even getting main roles, right? Like, it's just, and not being the extra where she's playing, oh, she's the slut for the day, or she's, the
Right.
girl on homeboy's arm, or, um, to see that really just, it's cool. So I'm trying to think of the shows. Mi Vida, um, the one with the young kids, on my block. Like, to see young Latina actors in those, it. I love those shows, and it's like, yes, we got Latinas on the set, and um, doing their thing, and it motivates me and empowers me to. I get motivated to be like, man, I'm gonna do my story now. My story, I'm really gonna put it out there, and it's something that I always talk about. Doing my story, and something I'm working on to get something out there.
So, you doing like a autobiographical kind of film or?
Either a documentary, or I want to do a book, and I want to be real about it. Keep it real. I'm also part of a anti-bully squad with Spider. I don't know if you guys know Spiderhood, and then Erica Ruiz. She's done a book for kids, for parents that are in jail,
Mhm.
and we she talked about doing an anti-bully book. So I'm part of that. We're still, working out kinks. Things were just happening too fast. We had to put it, set it aside for a little bit. But I couldn't think of what role I was going to talk about because I was never a bully and nor did I get bullied. And I told them that if we do this, it would be about LAPD and my experience and what I've gone through with them and my family because we were bullied, harassed, and bullied. And I says, if I do it, I have to be real and I'm going to put names out there and just want to make sure you guys are on board with it still. And yeah, they agreed. So that's something else that we're working on, the anti-bully book. So my part's going to be about LAPD, and I think it should be out there because I think kids nowadays need to know. They need to know.
Absolutely.